Good day, everyone. Good day, ma'am. So, I am Marlo Banuag, BSHM2-B. So, today we tackled in chapter 11, which is organizations for purchasing, storekeeping, and also transportation. So, we proceed the place of purchasing. The place of purchasing, the functions is as an old, as a ceiling, for the two act are complementary, and one cannot take place without other. Purchasing has developed as a part of a large-scale business and a department of specialized rather the functional organization. It has attained ever increasing importance with recognitions of the fact that the mass production operations depends on steady and reliable flow of materials and supplies, and the cost of these purchase components and constitute with the major factors of the product. Next, purchasing is generally terms in an industry and management. The use to denote with the act of functional responsibility for purchasing the materials and supplies for use. The term purchasing is describe the process of buying, learning of needs, and also selecting of supplier and negotiating the price and the other permanent of terms. And also it can be following ups of insurance delivery when the expended will include their productions and controlled traffic and shipping, and also the terms of materials means management is often used. Next, we proceed the objectives of purchasing. So purchasing is responsibility is sometimes defined as a buying of materials and also the right quality and in the right quantity and also at the right time and the right price and from the right source. So we have the sixth adjective purchasing. So first, to maintain and continually supply and support the management of manufacturing schedule. To do so, the maximum investment of materials and inventory consistent and with a safety and economic advantage. Number three is to avoid the duplications, the waste, and the obstacles with respect to the materials. Number four is maintain a standard of quality materials based on the sustainability for use rather. And five is to procure the materials and the lowest cost consistent with the quality and the service required. And six but not the least is maintain the company and competitive position in this in this industry rather, and the conserve to profit and position in follower as the material of concern. Next, we have buying merchandise and materials. Merchandise is a broad primary for sale, hence it means the features of buyer must be looked for availability, styles, and price. So in this case of the materials, on the other hand, compliance with definite standard of specifications rather is the prime essential. This is true that purchase is the basic materials for the main product in is as much as they usually brought in manufacturing quality. If your uniform as a quality product is desired out of processing, if however substitute to be used under position and sustainability should be ascertained by examinations and tasting. So in buying merchandise, as a buyer as is mind as customer to want he hope to sell in the goods, and also the buyer of materials on the other hand and his to locate an dependable rather source of specified materials at the reasonable rather price has been be sure of delivery. If the buying materials cannot be delivered on time, the questions as the operations rather are affected. And if the high price is paid, and also the company has the raise to a price and finish the product. Next is buying equipment. So buying equipment is purchased because of the time and labor will be saved in turning out an accurate with quantity works. So for example, we can take an examples the operations nearby not so much factors are dealt with so that it is not advisable to purchase a complicated machine. The other consideration is the durability of equipment. The equipment rather is expected to last for some time, so that its purchase should be attended with serious care. Next is buying supply. So buying or supply is include those items which can do or do enter into the manufacture of products, but are used within the company or do not result rather. So they are the examples. So for example, oils, soup, toilet paper, and similar items. The purchase of supply is the general, although it is a lesser degree subject to similar consideration as the purchase of materials. In much as a supply are used up within the concern, we have no direct effect of customers. And also, some concern do not pay as much attention. There are the purchase as they should, and thus supplies are likely to be purchased more on a price basis rather than the quality aspects. Next is procedure in purchasing. So purchasing is not a simple task. It is may appear to the average person who have only experience in the purchasing personal needs. And also we have different steps. So first is the purchase requisitions is prepared and assigned by the department head handling the materials. Second is requisition is coursed through accounting department for indication for fund available after the assigned and treasurer or the head of the company or the manager wherever we are authorized rather the act of their stand. Third is the purchase requisition of the forwarded to the purchasing department. And fourth is purchase order or PO is assigned by the purchasing agent or requisitioner, the treasurer, and the general manager. The fifth is the purchase order is forwarded to the supplier or to the winning vendor is in case of bidding. Sixth is upon the delivery of purchased goods, they are checked by the questioner representative and also the inspector or the auditor to find out whatever the requirements and justifications of comply with it. Next, we have the relations of purchasing with other organizational units. So first is purchasing production. So purchasing production is an allied production of functions and embarrassed in a variety of activities. Second is purchasing in engineering. So the cooperation between purchasing and engineering department is the capable to between the purchasing and production department. And also the third is purchasing accounting. Accounting is every purchase made of representative to expenditure rather against the company and budget. Second, and also the purchasing and sales. So sales is a department should keep and purchasing department inform the sales of and expectation to guide the variable quantity and also the requirements of the materials. Next is the purpose. The purpose of storekeeping and control may be stated into two categories. First is from the point of operation. So where to to ensure that adequate supply materials when needed and balance with the requirements, turning over at the reasonable rate. Second is from the financial viewpoint. So to minimize the inventory investment of any given time and those reducing cost of handling and storage, insurance and interest. Second is to avoid losses from deteriorations, obsolescence and falling prices.